Hey everybody, and welcome to today's first video in our double feature video. We're going to release two videos today. This first one covering the silver and gold market. Welcome to my channel. I'm Florida Stacker, and I like to stack precious metals, gold, silver, platinum, mostly silver and gold. And I do so that I've got a physical, tangible savings account that is outside of the financial system. I like to work on becoming my own bank. It's also a very fun and thrilling way to spend money and make purchases, but what you're actually buying is an asset. So in a sense, you're just converting your nation's currency, in my case, the US dollar, over to, real money, gold and silver. It's a fun thing to do, stacking. Stacking is a way of life, and if you take it up and you take it seriously, it'll change your life for the positive in so many ways. So in today's first video, we're going to talk about the silver market, and before we get started, I just want to say sorry about the background noise. I'll do my best to edit it out, so if the sound quality in this video is a little off, it is because there is some construction going on in my neighbor's yard behind. But let's get to the technical analysis here, and this article is a little late, being published yesterday, but it states that the silver markets fluctuated during the trading session in a mostly negative candlestick for the day. Okay, this was yesterday. I think there was some nervous tension yesterday as far as whether or not the stimulus was going to get passed, but it did get passed. But let's continue on. So we are sitting just above the $26 level, which is a fairly important figure based on the previous consolidation. It is only a matter of time before we break upside and start looking at $30 per ounce, especially if Congress does in fact approve stimulus like it looks like it will do at the moment. At the time of this writing, Congress is meeting and a jaw-boning session, which is going back and forth, and it does look like they are trying to make some progress. To the downside, I see a gap at the 25 level that comes into play, meaning that we will probably continue to see support in that area as well. Furthermore, the $25 level does attract a certain amount of attention due to the fact that it is a round number. All right, people do like those round numbers. It does have a psychological effect. So the 50-day EMA sits just below there right now at a support level of $24.43. So it's fairly well supported just below that midpoint at $25 on its way to 30. Now let's take a look at the current spot price for silver. I'm going to go ahead and hit refresh. And the spot price right now per troy ounce is $25.45. That's down 91 cents from yesterday's stimulus announcement. The live silver price per gram, 82 cents. That's down 3 cents per gram. And the live silver price per kilo, $818.24. That's down $29.26. It is, however, I don't want to say nice because I like buying and accumulating silver, and I'm not quite ready for silver to make another big move up towards 30. I kind of rather liked it hanging around 22, but that's just me, right? Because I'm trying to convert as much of my dollars as I can for as long as I can over into silver before it does make its eventual move in the northward direction, as I believe all assets are going to do during this inflationary period, right, where we're going to see a lot of pressure from the Federal Reserve Bank here in the United States to promote inflation, to try to help them get out of the debt situation that they themselves caused, right? So they're going to be very manipulative with the dollar, which is going to impact gold and silver tremendously. So we're going to see another big rise coming up here soon as we go into this continual period of the Fed trying to promote inflation, as well as all the, of course, continued coronavirus stuff and the political stuff weighing in on the fear factor, as we like to say. So silver a little bit down today, and the market's kind of, stock market's kind of up and down depending on where you're at. So let's talk about that stimulus real quick. So the House passed it. It was kind of a weird vote, how they voted on different portions of the bill. The bill was 5,593 pages, and each member of the House had 6 hours to thoroughly know that. So, no big deal, right? Let's go ahead and vote on that. But we needed it. It's enough politicking here in our country, in the United States. Hopefully in your country, if you're not here, they're doing a better job than our elected officials are this year in getting the job done for the people. Highly political election this year. So much bullshit going on behind the scenes when it comes to coronavirus, the lockdowns, and the help that the people we put into office to help us, can't seem to play well at the playground, right? So, they took their ball and went home for many months, and now each American's going to get $600, which is half of the last stimulus package, which was supposed to be the first of many, right? So politics definitely played a major hand and why you're not getting the relief that more than likely that you need, the support that you need during this crazy year. So anyways, moving aside from that, the Senate did approve it. $900 billion is going to send a lot of economic relief up to President Trump to sign. I doubt that he will read the 5,593-page bill himself. I'm sure he's got a legal team that put together some cliff notes for him on that. So back to the article here real quick before we just take a look at some silver and I give you a few more of my thoughts. All right, so with all of that in the background, we are looking at a move towards the $30 level in this market. But, you know, we could even break above there if we see enough U.S. dollar selling, right? If there's enough problems with the dollar, which of course is inversely correlated to gold, especially, and silver tends to follow, then a continual weakening DXY or dollar index is going to be bullish for more gains in gold. We may see a later retest of gold's all-time historic high exceeding $2,000 that we saw just a couple of months ago. And silver, which has yet to set any records this year, definitely sold off, of course, in March, right, when everyone liquidated assets to go to cash, which really put into question, is silver a safe haven asset? I think it's more speculative than safe haven. I think gold is where you want to park your money if you're looking at a safe haven asset, and that's because it's backed by the banks and it's a lot more stable. So when we're looking for safety, we want a little bit more assurance. So if you're looking at safe haven strictly, I would stick with gold. But if you want a mixture of safe haven kind of plays off of bad monetary policy, which seems to be the name of the game for all of the countries in this world, these days, which is very bullish for precious metals, then you've got that aspect, right? Silver is undervalued. It's cheaper. You can accumulate more of it. So as precious metals continue to rise in value, then, you'll be well positioned holding a lot of silver in weight, right? We're concerned about the weight. Also, you have the industrial play with silver. If there is an industrial comeback, as well as a continued move towards green energy, especially here in North America, it's already happening in Europe, then you're going to see obviously more demand for silver as well. So it's kind of a win-win. So we talk about that a lot. The next couple of weeks are going to be very interesting once the liquidity comes back, as we are on the precipice of breaking down the US dollar index, which will have a huge negative correlation to this market. All right, so this is back to the article. Basically, as the dollar weakens, we're going to see an increased push for the precious metal, especially gold and silver, right? Those two. Of course, platinum tends to move a little bit more with industry. US dollar did rally a bit during the day on Friday, but I would not read too much into that other than it was probably a significant amount of profit taking. Okay, so they're talking about last Friday. Let's just go ahead and type in DXY here real quick into my browser. And let's have a look at the dollar and see where it's at today, okay? So we can just get a full view. We already know silver's trading in the mid-25 range. So the dollar is up slightly today. That would kind of explain why there's some pressure on gold and silver. Both of the metals are down. The dollar is up 0.635, which is 0.71%. It's at 90.679. It is currently 1:48 p.m. East Coast time. So as the dollar strengthens slightly today, we do see some pressure on silver, which is why we're seeing prices down. Let's look real quick at gold before we close this out, and then we'll just kind of come around and recap. In gold, it's down $15.60. Live gold spot price per ounce is $18.7270. The live gold price per gram is $60.21, which is down 50 cents, down $15.60 per troy ounce. And the live gold price per kilo for all the tech moguls and rappers, which I've said before and I'll continue to say because it's fun to say, for those of you that can go out and slang some hard cash down and pick up a gold kilo bar, well, you're looking at $60,208.66 at spot price. I imagine the premium on that would still be kind of high, with everything being high on premiums. I bet you it's still over 5% on a kilo gold bar. Wow, I'd love to be able to do that. All right, so just to bring you back, we're going to do a second video today. I'm trying to close out the year with some unboxings. I do have a few more products off here to the side I want to show you, but I do want to stretch these videos out a little bit, as well as try to close out the year as strong as I can with my subscriber count. Really want to push above 6,600, see if we maybe get it 6,750 by the end of the year. It's a goal. I like goals. So we're going to come back with a second video today where we're going to unbox some of these 2021 Silver Britannias. I'd like to thank each of you for tuning in to this first of two videos today. Stronger dollar coming back a little bit. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. We'll have to dig into that, but We're seeing a little bit strengthening with the greenback, which is putting some pressure on gold and silver after yesterday's big move on Congress's decision to approve, both in the House and the Senate, more stimulus relief, which is, I guess, just waiting President Trump's signature at this time. Don't quite know when those checks will come out, but it'll be $600 per household person here in the United States. For me, that's going to work out to be $2,400. That cash will go directly to the family savings account where it needs to be. All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll talk to you soon on video number 2.